All right. Water freezes aboard the ship you were traveling in. It is cold, and a good portion of the crew the last bit of time has been to crack the ice and do fires to heat. Because though the dragon that is carrying your ship across the seas is doing its best to not cause issues, its mere presence does chill the air and cause a bit of problem. Though, thankfully, some of the ice is now also holding the ship together, so it is a mixed blessing. As the winds come down and you find yourself getting closer and closer to water, as you can see just the mere outline of a bit of land and other ships. Looking still about a day's journey as the dragon breathes in and lets its icy breath out, putting more layers of ice towards the bottom of the ship. As it says, "Very well. You'll be able to make it to port, I believe, with all of this. I look forward to seeing you again. Especially you, Kelly. You are quite the mind." As it allows, and there's a big lurch as the ship hits the water, as everyone holds tight here. And so as that happens, everybody give me a reaction roll for this physical bump here. To be honest, I hadn't pulled up my character sheet yet, and my brain just went out on what the
Is it evasion?
stat is.
Agility?
Strength or agility?
Strength. Thank you.
Strength?
Strength.
Elias got 19 with hope.
Nice.
Nalen's ancestry comes with quick reactions, so she's going to mark a stress to take advantage on a reaction roll.
Perfect.
And I will use my athletic experience.
So mark that hope off.
Sorry, I got getting prompted with a bunch of random things that I'm just gonna roll them with physical dice.
You got it.
15 with fear.
Determine at all. This will be. Okay, 18 with fear. Or, sorry, 17 with fear.
12 with fear.
Jesus.
I always roll fear.
You guys are so afraid.
So far, 3 fears. Very good. Great way to start off the game. That's what I like to see. Give me 3 fear tokens. Nice. Love it. And, all right. So, those of you here, as you hit hard, let's see. Yeah, so anyone who... So, Nayland, did you do Hope? Who did Hope?
Lies.
Lies did it. Okay. So, Lies, you are very good knowing where it is and finding a little bit of newfound gusto in your limbs that actually, like you have muscles that work. Or new blood body that actually has blood that flows a little bit. And it is a good thing. And those who should have been more practiced at this are the ones that don't really do it right. As you see, they almost hit their heads, slip a little bit at your compatriots. And then after that amazing compliment, Kelly slides from one end of the ship to the other. Marking 1 stress. And Peridot, make a strength reaction.
Oh no. Okay.
Molly, I missed you.
Good that everyone.
17 with hope.
Oh, very
Nice.
good. The two who have the stiffest legs are awesome. Liza and Verino shield that like seasoned pros. Now the ship heads fairly quickly and is picking up wind from the repelled sails towards your island, your coastal destination. And with that, anything everybody would like to do?
Hell. Okay. So when we get to the shore, let's run through our mission statement.
Look for a tower by not looking for a tower.
Right. So if
I mean, but this tower does exist, right? I mean, we're going to a location that we know of.
Yeah,
This isn't
no,
the tower
We
that
don't know of
we
it. Well, which one are you talking about?
The one we had the name for.
The magical place.
Yeah.
That one comes to you, I guess. It doesn't actually have a location. The traveling location.
Okay, if you guys are sure, this tower and the place that does our mage exam are the same thing.
we have no idea, but right now we don't have a lot of leads. Okay, I'm gonna
We
go.
could try consulting the cards.
The cards.
Yeah. Perdo looks at Lies.
I could try that. I haven't done that in a while. Oh boy. You guys want to try a seance and see if we can learn anything to help us?
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt.
They did say that most of the people who try the exam are dead.
Yeah, so I wasn't sure if you guys were actually going to look for the exam because of some of the stuff you found out. So that was just one thing, and at the end it seemed you were mostly concerned about the dragon. So, which is totally fine. It just seems like a large right turn from how you were talking last session, and I'm okay with right
I
angle
don't
turns.
remember. What
Are
did
we
we
going-
talk about last session?
We made a deal with the dragon.
I remember that. What did they want us to find again?
The crystal heart of their glacier.
Oh, that's right.
And actually, if the exam's supposed to come to us, maybe we should just focus on another quest and wait for the school to appear.
Yeah, I think that's what we were doing. Okay, that's what I was asking about. So when we get to the shore, we're going to start looking for this heart. That sounds like a plan. Right?
Well, then we probably shouldn't do a seance because I don't think a ghost is going to tell us who stole the heart.
No, I don't think so either.
But they could possibly have information about the Order Natari. That was who took it, right?
Indeed, these are the Black Robe Wizards. There's Black Robe Wizards. He said that they follow the goddess Utari. That would be of her.
And would Nayland be in our very first session here? Nayland had researched Rasslin, and he was at one time head of the Black Wizard Tower.
Yes.
Okay, so am I correct, or would Nayland be correct in thinking that black-robed wizards are of the Black Wizard Tower?
Yes.
Okay, interesting. I remind my friends that Rastlin is a black-robed wizard.
Wait,
I know.
does that,
Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Peridot.
does that mean Rasslin was a bad guy?
I mean, what even is a bad guy? You know?
Yeah, I would say in your one thing you would therefore know, because you're right. I remember this way back. I remember you at least learning that those would be the robes of those dedicated to evil. So specifically, Nertari would be the evil goddess of magic, and Rastin therefore had the evil black robes.
So objectively, one could say he's bad.
If you want to call evil bad.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'll give you one more here because I do remember you looking into it. In Kryn, the wizarding licensure that you've kind of come to know, we've been able to look at, are run by white, red, and black robes. Good, neutral, and evil. And they are considered licensed and able to walk around fine. Though their deeds may cause them different things with the law, specifically, if they depending on what they get caught doing. But it's not. They are part of society.
Okay.
I think this world's very different than the worlds we've been to when it comes to that. Because, like how they said, where we left, the governors can govern the people, but they don't really govern the wizards. The wizards kind of govern the wizards.
And I guess really that kind of makes sense. I mean, the Blue Rose's whole thing in the future or whatever is that, nothing's ever really that black and white. Bad people get hurt and good people mess up.
So, are we holding a seance then?
Yeah, I think that's up to you, Liz.
She just sits right down and starts pulling out her cards.
All right.
Okay. Everybody hold hands. We'll see what happens in this world. If I go to jail or get executed because of you guys doing this, it's your fault.
Do you have your yellow glove on?
Yes.
Great, you'll be fine.
Puts it on real quick.
They're already trying to execute us. They already said they're sent assassins. It's not like doing anything more is going to change that.
Okay. I'll let you all do that. I'm going to research something in my book, and hopefully by then we'll be at the shore.
Okay. All right. So, how are we doing the seance?
So, I'm guessing we're just going to go off of one of my experiences, and you can have me roll to see what happens. But Liz is going to have pretty much connect to hands. She's going to start leading them in this little, chant to... You notice the chant's changed from the past when she's done this. She's very hinted towards Mother. Now she hints towards Matt, this guy she met, in the surroundings of Starbucks and this coffee shop where the smells are of almond roast and mocha. And she asked for any spirits that know about the past glacier heart of this dragon that could help us out. Please come use me as a vessel to guide my friends.
Amazing. Let's go ahead then, and I guess let's do a magic roll.
Okay. Let's see if I can do anything here. I am going to I have to use that, so I'm using a hope right there. And then we'll see what happens. Ooh, that is a 21 with hope.
Woohoo!
Oh, wow. Very nice.
Actually,
Okay.
23 with hope. My bad.
Okay, so this you lay down the cards here. Just the cards by which you're doing this? Or
Yes,
are we doing
the Taroka deck.
Okay.
She was just using the GM as the flavor because that was her first contacting and using these cards since the split between her and mother.
Okay, so put down the cards. And is Peridot doing anything? Peridot? No, she had said something about cards. I didn't know if she was how far she'd be in on this.
Mhm. Well, actually, yes, because this is within far range. One of the things that I can do with my prayer dice is that I can aid an ally with them. I can use it to add to any roll result after the roll.
Okay.
So I could add a 2 to that roll. And maybe the way Peridot's doing it is that she's throwing out some ideas that we might of like questions that we might have, like does this crystal give off a magical energy that we could trace somehow? Does it affect the world around it when it's not on the glacier?
Okay, so that's a specific question you're trying to put up. So doing all this, I would say, Peridot, as you add with this high roll you're part of. You would figure there's some type of residual, some signs that must be. This thing must exude some type of cold, though potentially able to be contained. You also think that since it was able to be taken and hidden so that this particular dragon couldn't find it, at least at some point it must have been cloaked or somehow the magic somehow insulated. And I would say with that roll lies, begin to draw. You draw the thief. It's a figure in shadow, cloaked and unseen. You draw a card of swirling, obscuring fog, where shapes shift and hide, called the Mists. Next, you put forth the Hangman, a bound figure upside down, awaiting fate. And finally, you draw the Dark Lord, a cruel figure upon a throne, unseen hands controlling fate. So specifically, let's say this. In the place so if you would like with that roll, I will give you, I would say 3 cards actually, that you can know more about.
Can I allow Nayland and Ace, since they joined in with
Yes,
the seance, to choose one?
indeed. I think that's the best. I think that's what you do. So why don't you play that scene? So what does Lies do to hand that off? So we can.
I think, yes, is Lies notice this. You guys notice, like, you've seen her do these seances before. Something's come into her as the cards. But her eyes have this little glow of blue, like, and you notice, like, flower petals kind of flicker through them for a second. And as she does, each of your hands that's not touching one of hers kind of guides itself to whichever card that you guys want to know more about in this moment without even realizing it. It almost feels like vines are like pulling you towards it.
Matt, can you just say the titles one more time?
So there's the Rogue, the Mists, the Hangman, and the Dark Lord.
Nayland gets drawn towards the hangman.
Okay. So Lies flavor here. Liza's voice grows deep. As out of their mouth comes a different voice. The heart's danger. To hold the heart is to invite ruin. It binds the bearer to frost and fury. So Ace,
What?
Ace got to pick a card. Got the Rogue, the Mists, or the Dark Lord.
And you are muted, Aiden, if you're talking.
Sorry, I had someone call me from work real quick. 1 second.
Then should Peridot pick the next one, Lies? Or do you want to?
Yeah.
Okay, Peridot.
You said it was the Rogue, the Miss, and the what was the last one?
The Dark Lord.
I think she'll choose the Dark Lord.
Of Lies' mouth. The true puppet master. The one who moves the pieces is unseen, watching from the dark, waiting for the board to clear. They hired the thieves. And then, assuming Aiden, you're not quite back yet.
Lies will then choose the Rogue.
Okay.
Also looking at Aiden as Ace's character, if she thinks of the Rogue.
Cool. The rogue is the thief. Says Lies. The heart was stolen under moonlight. exchanged in silence, but the thief is no master. They are a pawn. With that, slight energy that crackles around the cards ends.
Okay, I don't want to manifest anything by saying it out loud, but I have to say that I don't think we can rule out the organizer.
I don't think we can either. Well, that was weird. Why did my voice change? Oh, this thing gets weirder and weirder.
Yeah, it definitely changed.
That totally makes sense. We did kind of release him. Kelly, did you learn anything in your books?
Let me ask you a question. Nayland, have you put any of your stuff anywhere on this ship?
Sure. Yes, actually, yes.
Okay.
This is a character decision. Yes.
Okay. Could you help me out a little bit and tell me what you left?
I would honestly, Nayland's changes of clothes, a pile, very messy. Her backpack is there, open. Her shit's all spilling out. It seems like she has quickly gotten very comfortable on this ship.
Okay. So Kelly wants to try to take something of Nayland's for this bit of knowledge check here. So she would, if once she saw everybody kind of gathering around to do the seance and they seemed properly distracted, she would reach her sneaky little hand into the bag to see if she finds something something meaningful. So she's going to look, possibly even, I know she gave her things like the photograph or things like that earlier on in the campaign, but she's going to look for something that looks like it's from the astral plane, I think, if there is anything like that in here.
Interesting. You'd probably maybe find like a tiny pocket knife, not one necessarily used for like combat, but it looks old and it looks like it was used for utility and maybe passed down to her from somebody.
Perfect. Okay. So she's going to kind of just sneak off into like a little inner, like maybe the cabin or maybe the captain's quarters, just kind of sneak into there and take out her little book. And I don't know if this is going to work or not, but it's something Kelly would do. So Kelly has some weird powers that she doesn't quite understand. And depending on if this is possible, what she wants to try to do is to combine two of her things, which one of them is just her standard knowledge of events, creatures, enchantments from her book, with a use of divination magic, which is usually reserved for future events, but she wants to try to steer it into more of past events. She wants to see if there is some type of a rift in the astral plane that she could use to theoretically find Nayland's father or find information about her father. Now, obviously, this doesn't have to work, but she's still going to try it. This is just what the character is trying to do. And
Make a magic roll.
okay. this will cost me all 3 of my hope, just so you know. I'm going to go ahead and spend them on this because I have to in order to use that type of magic. Okay, here we go. All right.
If this affects anything, Matt, the pocket knife in my mind that I just invented 30 seconds ago was a hand-me-down from Nalen's father.
Oh, it's not the other one? Okay. Not the penknife. Okay.
No, not the penknife.
Okay.
All right, so that will be a magic roll. Here we go. Whew. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's a crit success. That's double 7s.
Ooh, very nice.
And technically it has advantage because it was a knowledge roll, so it was a total of 18 critical success.
So it was just critical success, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Because it's all that matters. All right, so
Exactly when I needed a crit success.
you peer into this as you hold it, and what does Kelly set out when she tries to divine?
When she tries to like tamper into the divine,
Yeah, when she tries to divine things, like what she's
Okay.
doing, divination.
I think for Kelly, I think her magic, in particular, because it's so brand new, it feels like it's part of this group. It feels like it's part of this Blue Rose family that she's been putting together. And so I would picture that she has like a photograph that she took of the crew. This was probably back when, Biff and Sparkle were a part of the crew. So maybe like from, if you can imagine those like 80s malls with like the little reels that you can get like a photo booth. I just kind of picture something goofy like that. And kind of like just as an object that she uses as a centered focus while she has out her book.
Okay. So you have the book out as you put the picture there. And you see in this photo, Nalen's head begins to turn and look at you. She nods. She then takes out a knife and begins to cut the film here, the photo that's on the outside. It begins to rip. And her hands to the left of it start to pull and tear. And there you see this multicolored ships. Sorry, a space, it seems. They're still look like they're in some type of battle, from what you can tell. And there you see Nayland kind of throw her dagger. And it flies and hits what almost looks like a large squid that's floating there. It's only then that you see the ship itself seems to be in the shape of such long tendrils with a deck and sails. But the tentacles seem to be what move it through the space, firing cannons and magic bolts in this fight, specifically against a larger ship. It almost looks like a spider. And then the photo repairs itself. And you see Nayland and everyone just standing normally.
Okay, so Kelly is kind of catches her breath there after watching all of that. I think this is good. This is good. I can do it. I know I can do it. And so she'll put away everything. She starts to make her way back toward the where she found this knife and tries to get it into the bag before Lys asks her what she found out. I was just researching the dragons mostly. Nothing new, I guess. I just thought it was a good lead, but no, it wasn't. What about you all?
Some really weird voice spoke through Lys.
Really? What did it say anything? I mean, well, obviously it said something if it spoke.
Yeah, it said a lot of interesting things, like, and then I'll like regale some of the similar stuff, like what we learned from the cards.
Good. So something we can use with us when we go to take care of this, I guess, right?
Yeah, our best idea is probably to look for somebody that's really good at stealing things or getting hired for that type of stuff. Maybe a criminal network around here. Because I'm guessing, I don't know this for sure, but it's probably one of the wizards that are the puppeteer that we learned about.
Yeah,
That
I
makes
mean
sense.
the message was basically that the thief was just a pawn. I mean, we'll find him hopefully to get to the wizard, but
To learn the, yeah.
Kelly is just kind of staring at Nayland for a minute.
Nayland does that thing where as she's talking, she'll like look at Kelly and then look away, but then look back at Kelly because it feels like as she's trying to not find it strange. And I mean, don't freak out, Kelly. But I think we should prepare ourselves for maybe the organizer to be involved here.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course. Yeah, that would make sense. Are you okay, Nayland?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any traumatic memories with the organizer. Are you okay?
Yeah. You know, yeah, okay. So, we got this. We got the organizer. Ace and I have taken him on once or twice, and the rest of us sort of took him on at the house. So, well, not all of us. I guess Perdo hasn't met the organizer yet, but the rest of
He
us
killed
have.
me. Well, I killed him. I mean, we kind of killed each other. Remember this, Kelly? I was there. I was the one that locked him away. It's
Oh,
okay. You forget things.
No,
You just like
my brain is on all sorts of weird things right now. It's crazy. Like as soon as I started reading my books, it was like being transported to a whole other world. That's the magic of books.
Matt, I have a question. Is little like tiny screamy bug brother still in my little jar?
You're muted.
You're
Matt.
muted, Matt.
Indeed. Yes.
Peridot's going to be like, well then, we're just gonna have to beat him down to size, and then she's gonna pull out brother's jar. Then I'll put him in a different jar.
You mean we put brother inside of him?
No, brother
Oh.
will stay in this jar because we don't want to feed brother too many things, or else he might get big. And then we'll keep the bug organizer in a different jar.
Good idea.
He was a little big for a jar last time.
Well, that's why we have to beat him down to size.
Or take his horns.
He has horns?
Yes, and we put them in jars.
Yeah, actually, the horns were kind of a big central focus back in the day.
I assume he'd still work off the same premise, no matter where he is. You take his horns, you should lose a significant amount of his ability. Not that it'll be easy, but
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Anyway, let's back to the topic at hand. I mean, once we hit land, Ace, do you think you could figure out? I don't know what to call it. Like thief circles there are around town.
yeah, it should be able. I used to work with some of the mobs back home. It should kind of be similar.
Very cool. All right. So, Ace, your plan as we get to dock is to find some thieves.
Yeah, he's gonna go around and look for any kind of traces of organized crime.
Absolutely.
I guess more
Okay.
specifically than thieves. 'Cause
So
there's, like,
looking. Okay. So when you say looking for traces, are you trying to find someone in the act of a crime? Are you trying to get information? And if so, how? Like so.
yeah, he's trying to get
Again, Nick,
information.
like, give me the
So-
visual. Give me the narrative here.
Okay, yeah. So he'd be looking around for signs of just, and I guess it's a little cliche, but more or less like, not like people that are just more doing shady things, but nicer dressed. Like they have nice, expensive things on them. They'll have them. Like I might see them at a public bar, albeit a more shady one. Like
Okay. So
I
shady
don't know how to
things.
explain it. Like I don't know how to explain it because I don't know myself, but like. I guess he's trying to look for any kind of organization between any criminals, like anyone, I guess, in the act or out of it.
Okay. Fair enough. In that case,
In real life, Aiden's a stand-up guy. He
Yeah,
doesn't
no.
know what you're asking for, Matt.
well, go ahead and I think we'll do instinct, please.
Cool. Can I use my experience as a thief to help me with this?
Yes.
Cool. So, instinct. 24 with hope.
Nice. All right. Yeah. Okay. So going about the area here, you see very well just individuals that seem to be in some of the worst bars that you would think of as you look around. Specifically, a woman who is in like a very, very fine jacket, clothes, pants, that is smiling and talking to those who have there looks like merchants and ship captains that have torn pants and not in the best of care themselves, missing a few teeth, as she can see her kind of slide coin here and there, and they slide coin back and they nod here, and your senses definitely tell you that she is making sure things are happening. And a few people come in, check with her, and leave. And as you kind of case them, you can see the telltale signs of ship logs being changed. Some goods from various freighters coming in are moved to different wagons that don't go directly to customs or to the main road where other things are unloaded, but are gone elsewhere with a bribe or two to captain's guard. So you find what you think is smuggling and whatnot.
Sorry, I was muted. Ace will turn to Lies and be like, Lies, come with me.
Okay,
And
I'm with you.
Look intimidating.
What?
I don't know, it's look intimidating.
Oh, okay. She looks scary. I'm actually going to, since we're kind of, I'm gonna back up a little bit since we haven't like introduced ourselves, and Liz is going to minor illusion herself to look very, very buff. So I'm gonna have to give you a spellcasting roll for this, Matt.
Oh, nice.
On a 10, it works. It says. Okay. That's a 13 with hope.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, so she makes herself just look like almost a muscle worker, like professional muscle work pure person, and she's just all buff now. All right, does this work, Ace?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'll stand here and be your bodyguard.
Perfect. Ace is gonna approach them. Like, hey, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt your important business.
So you approach her.
Yeah.
There you go. She looks and she looks up and she shifts, lowering her left shoulder a little bit as you hear blades around you being unsheathed. Oh, fresh blood. Good to meet you.
Yeah, same. I just got in town. Okay, so just like sit
Just into
down.
town, and you just walk up to the first person you see in a bar like this.
I had a few questions. I thought you could answer for me.
Questions! Oh, you flatter me. Do I look that smart?
Yeah, actually, you look like someone who at least knows your way around people.
All right. Give me, please, a presence check here, Ace.
No problem. I have abilities for this too. So one sec.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the Heart of the Poet and add a D4 when I'm trying to persuade someone, or impress, persuade, or offend. Yeah. So presence that is a cool, 19 with hope.
Okay. So she's a look see. All right then. And what type of business, may I ask, are you in that you'd recognize a particular hearted individual just like myself?
Well, now I'm not really sure, but I used to be in a very similar boat to probably the people you would contact.
Really?
Yeah. He looks a little bit ashamed of it. Either ways, I can make it worth your while.
Well, I don't quite know you from a gold at this point. What were you interested in?
Sorry, do we have any defining details on this guy other than like a thief? I missed that if we did.
You didn't get really a lot of details. So,
Ace will go over what he knows with her about the individual.
The dragon did tell us that it was mages in black robes who took. Is that true?
yes, you did get that information, yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, then I just got confused. Then yes, I will. I'll show her the symbol that I still have because I still have the thing he ripped off.
Right. Huh. So that's who hired them?
Hired who? As Ace puts out a handful of money.
Ah, there you go. So do you tell you're looking for this out of the glacier? What information are you giving her for her to help?
He wants to know. I'll pay however much she wants. Specifically, if she knows who took the heart, that's all the better. And if someone hired them, who hired them,
Interesting.
as well as where they would most likely be.
I've heard tale of what you talk about. Indeed. I heard that the Night Tide Pact was after a certain artifact that was high stakes. That they were hired by someone we didn't know about. And I want to thank you. You're telling us that they have to do with Nutari. We suspected it was a great power, but we still don't know precisely who. If they're black robes, that means they're hiding. That fact isn't advertised too much. I would say the informants we know say it's still here in Darin.
Okay. Can you tell me what that symbol is at all?
Right. She looks at it. Her eyes kind of narrow. All right. Tell me how much gold you giving this woman?
All right, so you initially started with 1. And he's going to give 2 more with this question.
Two
Like
more
2 additional.
handfuls.
So he's giving 3 handfuls total.
Okay. She smiles. There we go. Now this symbol. Well, that is the house of a lord. I wonder what he has to do with these things. She kind of strokes her cheek for a second. And looks at you. It is Lord Ravia Dorn. He shouldn't be in the city. Came up under trial for not paying his taxes.
So he fled?
Huh. A while ago, but if that came from his house, he or his people might still be around.
Interesting. Where was his old house?
We thought it was a rogue mage. Oh, it would be him. She kind of looks. The entire city's been getting a colder than normal. We might have seen some icicles and frost somewhere.
I'll slide another bag of gold, a handful of gold.
At the old lighthouse.
All right, thank you. He's gonna just take his leave. I give like a kind of like a nod or like a slight bow almost, like showing appreciation or like courtesy to them.
Mm-hmm. She looks at you and says, "Now, we have interest in some things of Darian's. Let us know if you need any help."
Will that be free of charge?
If we get to find everything, if we get to have everything we find.
I'll let you know. And Ace will take his leave.
And she'll quickly put into your hands what appears to be a almost like a piece of charcoal. And you see that when you look at it close, and as you breathe, it has a soft orange glow. Now, before you go, I am the Silk Blade. What's your name?
Ace. At least.
Ice. Like the card.
Yes, actually. Thank you for noticing that. Ace actually has a big goofy smile now.
Wow, you're the charming as ever. Now the ones hired, like I said, were the knights. They might have more information, but They're not going to be as cozy as me.
Good to know. I do appreciate the help, and Ace will leave another handful.
Ah, a gentleman at that. She nods. And anything? Is Liza standing there?
Live just doing impressive poses. Her muscles.
As he like turns around, he sees like Lies like striking a pose. I just go, stand down, soldier.
Oh,
Okay.
did you learn anything?
I think so. It was cost a lot, but I got a bit of information, and he'll share everything.
All right, guys, what do you think we should do first then?
I think we should scope out this lighthouse just a little bit. Because we should get a lay of the land first.
Makes sense.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, I agree. Best place to start. Good idea, Peridot.
All right. So, is that a decision to go towards the lighthouse?
Yes.
Okay. Very cool. Any other comments on the information?
On our way, Ace would like to pull Lies over, like walk slower and like, can we talk for a sec?
Yeah. What's up?
Listen, I feel a little bad that I've been giving you a bit of a hard time, and feel like we haven't really talked or one-on-one. I don't know. Been around each other a while now. It just felt weird. I feel kind of bad about it.
Yeah, we haven't really ever spent one-on-one time together, have we? You've always just given me a hard time, and I've just given you crap about being now the newest member of the Blue Rose.
Yeah, my bad. I know I'm not an easy person to deal with.
It's okay. You've known Kelly longer than any of us. Has she always been how she is?
I mean, I've never seen her read a book before, but I've seen her read fashion magazines really fast, so definitely a competent reader. Just I don't know, she just doesn't apply herself enough to anything.
What about you? Like, what's your story? Like, how'd you get with her besides monster hunting? Whatever that is.
Oh. I just got over a big hurdle in my life when I ran into her at a diner.
How big of a hurdle was it? Like, did you come back a lot from being dead?
At this point, you notice that Ace's hands are like literally shaking.
You okay?
It was a lot.
She gives you a hug.
He'll just like instantly hug you back. Thank you. Sorry. I don't know. It's weird to talk about.
Well, I'm always here if you need to talk.
I appreciate it. And I'm sorry that I gave you a hard time on the boat. I just tend to panic.
You know, Ace, you're pretty okay. I didn't think your name came up from a card either. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, all my aliases did.
You've had more than one?
I had a ton. I had 13.
Did you go by Hearts?
One second, I gotta pull up the list now. One of them did. One of their last names.
Interesting.
Couldn't come up with one for 6 though, so I just went by 6. Wasn't that creative?
That's pretty cool. I've never thought about giving myself a name.
Oh yeah, no, I did it almost right away.
Wait, I did come up with my superhero name a long time ago.
You're a superhero?
Once.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. They called me Harlot Dusk.
That's also pretty cool. I like
Thanks.
that.
Don't tell anybody, because now if you do, I'll have to kill you.
Alright, totally fair. Lips sealed. Ace totally believes that you will kill him.
Now that we know our secret identities, I guess we know something about each other.
I guess out of respect, I'll tell you my name, but if you tell anyone it, I will kill you as well.
What's your name?
Theodore.
She smiles wickedly. I would
Tell
never
them
do
that I'll
such
kill
a thing.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I would never do such a thing, but if they read it in my journal, that's not my problem.
That will be on you. I will figure out how you do your magic and curse you.
And she starts skipping back towards the group.
Ace is now dreading what he's done.
Truly just housekeeping stuff. As we've been walking, is there like a little shop or anything in this town where Nayland might buy health potions?
Yeah, I think you could. There's definitely one that would sell one.
Okay, how much would it be? Because she'd buy it.
Let's call it a handful of gold.
You got it. Would it be a minor health potion that clears 1d4?
Yes.
Cool, thank you.
I really like the economy system.
Just a handful.
A handful, a bag. You know. Very cool. Anything else as we are walking? All right. In that case, you go through the bustling docks here and streets of Port Daring. And trying to find the best way to the lighthouse, you come through a few alleyways. As the way the port's constructed, it's kind of the only way to go. Things are very, very close, and the design of this seems to really have not been here at all. There was no city planner, so to speak. People just put things various places to keep some distance away from the buildings, and so you find a few dead ends. And then the bustling noises kind of stop. You see a mist has come in about 4 inches from the ground where you're walking. And on a crate that you were going to pass, you see this symbol drawn in black. It's not quite ink, but close, almost an ichor. It's a twisting spiral with an eye open at its center. And then it pulses as if watching you.
I'm gonna like, pick up the bottle.
Sits on a crate.
It's on a crate or in a like or is
On a crate, it's drawn.
Oh, it's just drawn. Oh, I thought it was an actual bottle on a crate. Okay, sorry, it's drawn. Oh, I don't know if this is gonna work or not. I feel like it's watching me. I'm gonna try and use I don't my page is glitching that up. There we go. Try and use through your eyes and point at a target within very far range. I can see through their eyes or hear through their ears, and point at the thing and see if that does anything.
Okay, so you want to kind of see what it's seeing?
Yeah, I want
Okay.
to. I don't think it would do anything because it's just a painting, and if anything, it would just fail. But I was just wondering if maybe I could see what it's seeing or see what the person who's using it is seeing.
Okay.
I don't know, just anything. I was just a wild interaction with that ability, but if not, all good.
Yeah, I would say you can confirm that it does see you. Someone's using this to look at you.
Guys, we're being spied on.
Hey, Lies, what was the second card you pulled again?
The miss card.
Right.
I thought about that too.
Peridot's going to like kind of put on this act of like, oh man, you guys, this place is creepy. I don't think this is the right place to go sightseeing. Let's go back to town.
The fog grows thicker now, rising to your waist.
I cast reveal.
All right, to what reveal does.
If anything is hidden within close range, then it would no longer be hidden so long as I succeed the roll.
All right. That targets and creatures as well.
It doesn't say. It
Just
just
as
says
if anything
make
is
a
hidden.
spellcast roll. If there's anything hidden within close range, the roll would succeed against. It is no longer hidden.
All right. What does it give you a difficulty?
No.
Okay. Perfect. Then go ahead.
Oh, 20 with hope.
Very nice. All right. So you immediately let that out. And as you do, you see three individuals that seem fairly normally built. They wear dark clothing that seems to slowly meld their forms in with the shadows around. And the alley is in shadow itself, so darker. And near the one, there is one that looks tough, but it's odd. As they look at you, their head jerks at unnatural angles, like a broken marionette.
friends of yours, Peridot?
No. But I see whatever spirit talked through lies about the puppet master meant.
Who are you?
They suddenly look, realizing that your magic has revealed them.
That's right. I'm a very powerful wizard. And I don't recommend crossing us. Just tell us who you are and who sent you.
Then go ahead and give me a presence.
I will use my mean girl mentality to try and intimidate them a little bit.
Meanwhile, Peridot's going to just kind of lean over to Naylin and be like, Naylin, does Kelly have an accent now?
It's a brave new world now, Peridot.
It's a 16 with fear.
Okay. Say, look at you, and kind of see for a moment. The faces are covered. Do they lift their head enough where you can see a little bit of a smile? As they speak. We bring in that which can't be seen and hide it under tides of black.
While Kelly is trying to talk to them, can Naylin attempt to? I mean, she doesn't even know if this would affect anything. She's just gonna try. Can she try and just sort of like duck down into the mist and attempt to hide?
Sure. Go ahead and give me. I think I thought you were rolling.
Is it finesse? That's hide is under finesse.
Yes. I just thought you were going to roll it. I was like, oh yes, please roll finesse. Sorry.
Would you say that my experience escape artist could apply to this?
Escape artist. Sure.
Okay. I'll minus a hope and add that.
So let's actually do it a little differently. I want you to tell me how escape artist applies. What is Naylin pulling from?
This idea that if somebody knows your location, the next time they look, you will no longer be there.
Okay.
I rolled a 12 with hope.
Okay. You move and feel like their eyes still follow you.
Ah, lovely.
So for the purpose of this, Ace lies or Peridot, anything you want to do?
See Naylin try to hide. Liz is going to do the same thing, but with her magic, if she increases the fog around her, doing a veil of shadow. So I'm gonna try this.
Okay.
There you go, Matt. That's 15 with fear.
Okay. All right. And this so that just works, right?
I did meet the success of a 13, so it does work. And now I'm hidden, and I have an advantage of a d6. But if I cast any other spell, it goes away. And yeah, that's it. You have a fear.
Perfect.
How far away? Two things technically. How far away is like the crate that had the picture of the eye on it?
It is currently behind two of them, how they're standing.
No, that would be I think too aggressive. Then, I think, if I could use my quick-footed experience, to potentially avoid any attack that comes toward us.
So you're trying to get that ready?
Yeah, to like be prepared that if they're going to attack us, to dive out of the way.
Okay.
Because I'm quick-footed.
So if you can do a hope, we can add a 2 to your evasion for this round.
Okay.
And anything for Ace. Aiden, you back?
Sorry, I was muted. What was the? I was just curious with what I did. Could I tell if it was looking at anyone in particular or just like us as a whole?
You as a whole.
Okay. Then, sorry, how many of these guys are there?
4.
Like there's 4 of them. Okay, what? Sorry, my character sheet just glitched out. I'm gonna try to get up to very close range with one of them and just cast Slumber on them. Honestly, to make sure they can't all escape.
Okay.
As they just goes up and goes, sleep after batting on the head.
All right. This should be against their difficulty, so go ahead and roll.
Cool. 21 with fear.
Okay. Very nice. All right. So you go up to the 1, and what does it say? What's the effect there?
It's a sleep. On a success, target creature falls into a deep sleep until they take damage, or GM spends fear to awaken them.
Nice. All right. So put it up, and they fall into this slumber. And then at that, blades are drawn here. And you see One whistle here as the crew here. Perfect. All strike. So this would be, there's 4 here. So 2 of them. Actually, him as well. So he whistles as he moves forward. And 2 are striking Kelly, and another is going over right over to Nayland.
Before they go, out of curiosity, because I don't know how Dagger Heart works, but they had gone, I went, then they went again, and then everybody went, and then it sounds like they're going again.
So they go whenever anyone rolls with fear or misses.
Gotcha. Okay, that's what.
So there's not their. It's not like their turn. So like they can
All
they
right.
can potentially go after everyone's turn,
Okay,
depending how it works.
gotcha.
So with that, okay. So this first one against Kelly is 15. As they
Don't
take a
remember what that
dagger and take their serrated dagger, trying to come right to your abdomen. So that would be, you should have your to hit.
Wait. So it's evasion plus armor, right?
No,
No, it's just your evasion score.
just evasion.
Oh, okay. So okay, go ahead.
Did a 15 beat your
Good.
evasion?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Perfect. So, in that case, the dagger strikes hard. There's going to be 18 damage coming down.
So is it armor times armor? I mean, armor slots times armor to know how.
Yes. Every armor slot decreases the
armor?
damage when you spend it.
Okay.
Decreases your damage by that armor amount every spot you spend.
Okay. All right.
And then you put it down to your thresholds.
Yep.
All right. So as that comes, what you're using armor going under the folds? How much is it taken from Kelly?
It took away all my armor slots.
And an HP?
No.
You have to.
Oh, wait.
You can't reduce it below 1.
Oh, okay. So then I shouldn't spend the last slot.
So you're looking at your threshold, right?
Yes,
Okay, cool. So make sure.
I think.
You think?
Okay. Okay. So I have 6 armor slots, right? Armor of 3. So if I took away 5, that's 15. And then
Okay,
it's
so then you do
3.
reduce it to 3, and then that would be in your minor damage, probably.
Yes.
Okay. Just checking that. Could you reduce it less and it still be minor damage?
Yeah.
Okay, so you might want to just reduce it enough to get to minor damage.
Okay.
That's all I'm just trying to say you don't waste armor slots.
All right.
What's the first number in your white box? Your first white box on your HP
5.
thing. So 5 or under, or well, 4 or under would be 1 HP.
Right.
Okay. Okay, very good. And then so they're going to go ahead and the one behind you goes to strike. That is a 17, Kelly. Sounds like that will hit from before.
Yeah.
All right, this is a dagger that comes up from behind you. Into your back. And that will be 9 physical damage coming at you.
Okay, let me think. See. Okay. 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 I don't look great.
All right. And then. Okay, so that was 1, 2, one's asleep. So this other one is going to. I said Nayland, right?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, they're taking their blade and trying to strike, which is going to be a 22.
Yes.
They're rolling really high. So that is 22 physical coming
Okay.
at you with the dagger. Sorry, the dagger.
I will use 1 armor slot to reduce severe damage to major damage.
Nice. So, all right. So you move quickly, letting it go into there as it comes under and cuts, still cutting across the chest. Not as bad. And you can see, and you can see from their tactics that they are very well trained, trying to get in deep. Specifically, Kelly, from the way that they moved, you realize that you're very glad that they didn't come from the shadows upon you. It seems like they could have hit much deeper. And with that, they're going to turn and they will attack Ace, Peridot, and Kelly again.
Would my evasion, my quick-footed experience evasion still cover here?
This is still going to be the +2 to your evasion, yes.
Okay.
From this. Basically, until they got to go. They're just going to take this again. So, Peridot, let's start with there. And that is going to be a 22 to hit.
Yep.
All right, Serrated Dagger coming into the wooden doll. That is for 16.
Yeah. Let me. No.
What? Oh, 16 damage, Peridot.
Yep, I'm gonna use one of my armor slots to bring it down to minor.
Nice. Love it. And going against Ace. Ace, that's a 22.
Yep.
That is going to be 26 physical damage.
Oof. Heavy hitters.
Sorry, I'm trying to do math. I'm gonna use 3 armor slots. Make it major damage.
Okay. And then I said Kelly, right?
Huh? Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Okay. Then this last one is a 19.
Yep.
All right. And that will be a total of 11 physical damage.
Okay. Do I only do the major damage. I don't add the minor damage to it, right? Right?
Correct. It's not 2 + 1 HP, it's just 2 HP.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you for understanding the question, Haley. I was like, what? Okay. And then ending this, the one that you put to sleep, Ace begins to wake up. And then we're here for all right. That was that round, and everyone has a turn as they see fit.
I need to get out of here. So I am going to I'm going to use my magical arcane door here to try and move myself to a range I can see, but wait. Yeah, that is what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. I have to roll for it, though. Okay. I failed.
Oh, all right.
That's an extra fear.
Indeed. All right. With that, they're seeing you do that. It goes, no, you don't, as it strikes at Kelly. Double check. Is there crits in this
Possibly.
for enemies? I'm trying to remember. Josh, did you see that? I'll ignore it. I got a nat 20. I was curious.
Wow. A nat 20?
Yeah,
On D12?
I rolled a d20.
Oh, okay.
Yes, there are GM
great.
criticals. You automatically succeed on piece, and if you critically succeed on attack roll, you also deal extra damage. Start with full value of damage dice, and then make a damage roll.
Am I
Oh.
dead?
Probably.
Jeez, that is. My gosh. Okay. Well, I mean, all I can do is 3 ultimately, but I know you're weak. So that is 30 plus 24 for 54.
54? Yeah, I'm dead. I'm pretty sure that's dead.
I have a
54.
question though. So there's nothing here that says it goes away until like so I had cast Life Ward on Kelly like the first session we were here.
Mhm.
And it says here they are marked with a glowing sigil of protection. If this ally is ever required to make a death move for any reason, they ignore it and clear 1 hit point.
Woo!
Ooh.
This spell ends when it saves the target from a death move. It is cast on another target. Oh, when you take a long rest. Crud. We've taken a long rest since then.
I'm going to tell you what. The rules are new, and I consider it like the regular spell against D&D. People cast it every day on somebody. It's a thing you do beforehand. So I'm going to say, if Erido would have, I'm cool with it being on Kelly. Because it's new rules who dis, and I'm totally okay. Is that good, Peridot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what does that mean?
So instead of doing a death move, which would come up right now, you go ahead and you clear an HP.
What does that mean?
So this goes you in the stomach, and you fall down.
Okay.
As you lose consciousness as they walk away to strike, you open your eyes realizing that it just barely hit and got caught up in your shiny belts.
Okay. Mechanically, what does that mean? What do I mark?
You clear an HP.
So the
this-
damage that was dealt to you could have only done a maximum of 3 HP, even though the damage value was ridiculously high. So did the 3 HP fill up all of your HP slots?
I only have 1 HP at the
Okay.
time of this attack. So yeah, I'm like that's what I'm curious about.
So
Does
you
that
fall
mean-
down and then you take the HP. Yeah.
So
So you have. So you're back up to 1.
Okay, so I have 1 HP. Okay,
Yes.
that's what.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, there's no negative, so you heal
Yeah.
you take damage to 0, then heal to 1.
All right.
Okay. All right. Very good. And this other one, we'll go ahead and strike at. Turn to strike at Peridot. Here. Oh, and that is a nat 1 from the nat 20.
Woo! That means we all get to go an extra time, right?
Not so much.
It just flies over my head.
Indeed. All right. That's the actions I have. Last person to go before that was Kelly. So if the other 4 can go.
I'm going to attack it with my dagger, my spirit weapon. A 10 with fear.
With fear. That misses as it ducks quickly.
Jesus.
Taking the opportunity, it does too quick with its daggers. Form for 12 and 11. There, Peridot. Peridot, did that get you or did that miss?
That got me.
Both?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so the first dagger comes in for 7 physical. The second for 9 physical.
Okay. So I'm now 7 for 7 on HP.
Alright. So you went down. So you're at 0. Basically, you filled up all your HP bars.
Yeah.
Death save.
Indeed. Yeah, let me get to this because we haven't quite gone there. So,
No, you gotta make a death move.
yeah.
There's 3 death moves, Peridot.
Is there like a special place on here to do so, or do I just roll a duality roll?
So you pick your death move. So you have Blaze of Glory, which you would take an action, becomes a critical success, and then you die. There's Avoid Death and Face the Consequences. You roll your Hope die. If its value is equal to or under your level, you gain a scar. You also drop unconscious temporarily, and we work together just to see how much worse the situation gets. You cannot move or act while unconscious. Then you return when an ally clears 1 or more of your marked HP, or when the party finishes the next long rest. Or it's risk it all. Roll your duality dice. If hope is higher, you stay on your feet and clear an amount of hit points and or stress equal to the value of the hope die. And if your fear die is higher, you cross through the veil of death. If they're tied, you stay on your feet and clear all hit points and stress.
I think in this scenario, Para's gonna avoid death.
Okay, so roll your high. So see, your tier is 4, right? Your
Yes.
level's 4. So gonna roll it.
Oh my gosh, I just switched everything. Alright, do. Roll your health dice that is equal to or under your level. And it's so I just like roll a d20 as like as
You roll a d12.
d12.
Yeah, and you just have to get.
So you automatically don't die. Either way, you don't die.
Yeah. I got an 11.
Okay. Okay, so you don't get a scar, but you do drop unconscious, and then we don't have to do this necessarily live, but we need to go well, we'll do it. Well, yeah. So, how do you think right now the current situation gets? So we'll do it live. How do you think the current situation might get worse as you drop down? What might happen? Do you have any ideas?
I thought of something really, really sad.
Okay.
I have a theory about these enemies being puppets, like literal puppets. So I was thinking if they are literal puppets and Puppet Master is like puppet mastering them, what if he picks up Peridot's unconscious body with his little puppet master strings and like throws her with her little knife in her hand towards them?
I love it. So you see now strings coming from the spiral sigil of Black Ichor, grabbing Peridot's form. The girl form goes to this wooden puppet, the glamour fading as a knife is pulled from just where the joints meet. As it's then lunged towards Nayland for a 7.
It
Okay.
misses me, but I don't want her to miss me. I want to catch her.
Oh, you do?
Can I?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful.
Like, what are you trying to do?
Just like a football catcher.
So when I say flang, like flinging as in like this knife's coming at you.
Oh, I thought it was Peridot coming at me.
Peridot's coming at you with a knife.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
you could go back and let it miss you if that's what you were trying to.
Yeah, I'll go back and let it miss me.
Okay.
Okay.
As it goes in. All right. So we have those who have not gone yet.
Who would like to perform a tag team move? Because Liz has the hope to spend, and she's seen 2 of her friends fall down.
Not me.
Ace, we just bonded.
Sure. Yeah, what do you need me to do?
Whatever you decide, we just get to a damage attack, really, and we get to double our damage. If it works.
Done.
This works,
Okay.
So, well, no, we get to add our damage, not double it.
We add our damage to each other's.
Yes. So, Liz is going to do her Preservation Blast, which is also going to hurtle all enemies from this range into a far range away from us.
Nice.
So,
I am going to. Sorry.
nope, go for it.
With the hurtle blast, I'm gonna do a fireball. So every one of them gets a direct attack, and the others have to make a reaction roll.
Perfect.
So we both roll for our spellcasting rolls, and whoever is higher makes the attack work. That's the thing about this.
I see.
So whoever gets the higher hope or fear one, we go off of that person's, and then that person gains the hope.
Okay. I got a 17, but it was a critical success because 2 7s.
Yeah, we're going with you. So doing this though, I am also going to. You see, Lai's primal power is just shadow and vines grow into her of roses as she casts away her veil of shadows to add additional damage to my damage. So this is going to be an extra 6 damage on top of it.
Nice.
What do we get out of a critical?
You get double damage, and I think you gain a hope, and you get to clear stress. So technically right now, Ace, you would get 2 clear stress, and you get double damage for whatever you do. Your main you get max damage on your dice, and then you roll.
Do you add the modifier to it still? Or only once or twice?
For the damage,
Yeah.
I think once.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 9, Lai's got 14 for her damage.
I got 29.
Okay, so the damage gets added together, and then they do a reaction roll against that.
They do a reaction roll against his, yeah, and then they all get blasted away no matter what.
Yeah, the target and all of them in very close. All creatures very close to them must make a reaction roll.
Okay.
So I'm hoping to do it after Lies knocks them all together.
Gotcha. So I totally see this because it is tag team. This will work. So Lies begins to knock them away. As they clear the whole party, you throw the fireball right there as they begin to land far. Okay. So Peridot goes with them. The fire goes out, seems to burn the strings off of Peridot. Peridot's unconscious body lies there. The flames curl up, and the kind of marionette thing that was moving around is consumed by the flames. The other 3 have taken severe damage. And are a little injured here.
A little injured. Why not a lot injured?
So it's so hard because you can't take more than 3.
I know.
Right? So no matter how much you go past that severe, it's 3. So it could be a big number, but it's still reduced to that. So which benefits y'all too. Okay. So I think that was the crew here.
I haven't done any.
No,
Okay.
yeah. And technically, take two move acts like one action. I
Okay.
believe. Yeah, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, so Ace can still go.
Yep.
Okay. So Nail and Race.
Can I just do that again?
You want a
Sorry.
fireball again?
Yeah, I mean, are they all
Okay.
still
Nail, would you
together?
like to go before that?
Yeah.
Not if Ace is gonna fireball.
If you have it in you, can go ahead and roll.
All right. 16 with fear.
16
Ah,
here.
son of a gun.
It does hit.
Sorry, quick mechanical question. Because my spell casting is based on my presence, does this count as a presence roll?
Spellcasting should be a separate. Should give you like your spellcasting roll in the rolls.
It's based on a stat. So
I-
his
Yeah.
presence modifier is the spellcasting modifier.
Okay,
but
so it
I,
is presence. But it doesn't count as a
Well-
presence roll, though. It does not.
Okay, so it doesn't count as a. Okay, that's what I was asking because I had an ability to negate this consequences of fear for a presence roll, and I wanted to know if I could use this. Okay, then yeah, just a 16 with fear.
Okay, that does do the hit.
Oh,
And
cool.
so go ahead and roll that damage.
15.
15. Okay. All right, that takes them. They are very scarred from this fire burning. They're trying to go out, and you can see that now their skin is like it's open and just black ichor flows out of them and like hangs around them like strings. And with that, they are going to get a little desperate here. So they're going to go from far, I believe it's to close in this turn. So they're now at close range, running with their daggers out. And that's actually two of them are going to do that. And then, Nayland, you can take yours.
Okay. I am going to run towards them, spending a stress to add some starlight stepping flavor to this so I can, at the end of this move, end up at far range. But as I pass them, I would like to either with my knife or just with my hands try and steal something off of their person. If they have something hanging from their belts, I want to grab it. Or if I just have to cut a piece of their robe off with my knife, I'll do it as I'm moving.
So you're stabbing and cutting, or just cutting?
Just cutting.
Okay. So they're running towards you like they want to stab you?
Yeah, I want to pass them. I'm going to
Pass
keep
them?
moving to far range.
Perfect.
But as I
All right.
pass them, I want to steal
Love it.
something.
Okay, you got it. So then I love this as you're diving past them. Of course, I took up arrows, but that's going to be finesse.
Okay. Okay, I have nothing to add to this, so let's pray. 19, but it is with fear.
Okay. You were successfully grab something. And yeah, I'm going to say, if this sounds good to you, then as you run by, there's going to be 2 slashes at you.
Sure, makes sense.
Perfect. And so you grab metal as you move as 2 blades, 18
Hits,
and 19.
hits.
First one, 15
Okay,
physical. Second one, 19 physical.
okay. I'll spend 2 armor slots to reduce one of them to minor, so I'll take minor and major.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. All right. So now they are close to all of you again, far from Nayland.
I want to use my magic hand to try and grab Peridot and lift her.
Okay, that can go far.
Yeah, it says
Perfect.
it's Let me make sure. Yeah, far range. Far range.
Cool. All right. So what is that? What does it say on that?
What does it say? It says you can reach out with a magical hand the same size and strength as your own to anywhere within far range of you.
Okay. So it just says you can just grab objects basically normally.
It doesn't actually say
It says you
the
can
word
reach-
grab, but I was just, I mean,
Okay.
I don't know.
Cool. I was curious what they said the effects were. All right. So yeah, I think you can grab. What do you want to do with Peridot?
I kind of want to lift her so that she can't hurt anyone or herself and start to carry her over the crowd back toward
Okay.
us.
So a little
Yeah.
wooden doll.
And I'm
Nayland
just
is-
kind of backing up.
Nayland is standing where she
Yeah.
had been running to, which was Peridot, with a health potion in her hand. And she's like, wait, what the fuck? What
But
the fuck?
she's now Peridot's moving away from Daly with that. She's like, no.
I mean, I can take her to, if I see her with a health potion, I would definitely take her directly to Nayland.
What I'll allow you to do is, if you want, because we said Nail like with the health potion. I think is what we're keep- So I'd say generally this we're going to work on describing things, really describe what we're trying to do to give everyone these cues. But you can take the health potion and feed it to her.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So, Nayland, you feel someone snatch the health potion. And it just moves by itself over to Peridot and starts, just starts to lean in, and the liquid comes onto her mouth and allows her to swallow it, hopefully.
What's the name of the elf god?
Corellin?
Yeah, that Nayland's just like, Krellin? Is that you?
Very good.
I'm over there like Luke
What's
Skywalker,
that
I
minor potion do?
Dave.
Oh, wait, blah, 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 blah. Peridot, you can regain 1d4 HP.
Cool. Let's see. How much do I get? Roll. It's a 1.
Son of a bitch.
Better than nothing.
That's something.
Peridot's little eyes open up and she sees the mage hand with the potion bottle and sees Kelly doing that weird magic hands thing. And she's like, Kelly, you saved me.
Yeah, I imagine the mage hand has like a bangles on it. And it's just like very decked out 80s, very obvious.
They
I love the idea that these wooden
Ready to
eyes
get
pop
along.
open like dolls, creepy, and then the glamour comes in to the beautiful little girl.
But that's my
Kelly saved me. Phelan did nothing.
exactly right.
All right. So there's no fear on that. So who would like to go next?
Can I? There's 4 of them, right?
3 currently.
3 currently.
You burned one up.
Cool. Are we trying to keep one alive?
Good question. I mean, if you want to, you can, but survive. Do
my
what you
f-
want to do.
Yeah, my feel. So I think that's probably the party sentiment. Like, whatever you want, but like they're about to cut us open. You know?
Okay, then I'm gonna use 3 hope to use Arcane Barrage. And that just hits. It's once per short rest. I can use an action to spend any number of hope, shoot a magical projectiles that automatically strike an enemy within close range. Roll a d6 equal to the hope you spent and deal damage, direct magic damage.
Okay.
So I'm gonna send 1 bolt at each of them. It's just bang, and it just looks like a bullet just hit them out of nowhere.
Very nice. So give me the damage that you get on each of them.
All right. 1 damage on each of them.
Well, the good news is that it all does 1 HP. So as they take a step back, they're still up.
Is there a... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
They're beginning to kind of slowly almost looks like a melt. Like they're having a hard time keeping their forms together.
Is there a way Nayland can position herself so that they're in a line? I'll spend a stress if I have to move very far to do it.
You would have to move very far to do it.
All right, I'll spend a stress to step there.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to make a spell casting roll as vines crack open from the ground and start reaching towards the one at the back. And if I succeed on my spell casting roll, they will become restrained. But the guy in the middle has to make a reaction roll with a difficulty of 13.
Gotcha. Okay, so you do your spellcasting roll.
20 with hope.
That will do it. All right. Then they get a reaction of 12.
Okay, so then as the vine is passing them, they get hit for some physical damage. For 15 physical damage as the vines.
Is that each of them?
Oh, there are 3 left?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, then the 2 in the middle each take 15.
So one in the middle. So it's just the one in the middle that takes it?
Anybody between me and the last target.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
That makes more sense to me. Okay, now I get what you're saying. I was because I thought the middle was the 3. That's why I was a little
Yeah,
confused.
sorry.
I was like, okay, so wraps around that one. It goes "Ugh," as the vine knocks them, and as it does, there is like just a splat of black ichor from each of them as they lose their forms, and it splats down, and it just starts seeping into the stone. So this last one is essentially vulnerable, I think? Or is it not?
Restrained. Let me
Restrained,
see what
okay.
that means.
Perfect.
Can't move until the condition's cleared, but you still can take actions from your current position.
Perfect. All right, so I still think we have Lies and Peridot.
Is the eye on the box still there?
Yes.
Peridot would like to get up and stab it. Right in the eye. Just.
Let's go. Make the attack.
"15 with fear."
Okay. Noted. And roll the damage.
11.
Okay. You. And as you do, there's a little flinch as all of it melts off and just flows down as you hear a little scream as the one that's still up also flinches and melts away. And with that, there are no more enemies.
I was right. I was right. Oh! And Peridot's like weak little shaky golden bleeding arms are up in the air. She's just like, oh, just like feeling victorious even though she almost died.
Is the mist still here?
As that went down, the mist began to fade quickly and move out. And you hear slowly the noise from the city begins to come back. And even people kind of look down and stop, seeing all of you bloodied. You all right?
Yeah. We're just a little. We had a little accident.
All right. Someone grabs them. Mind your own business. Get us in trouble. As they move away, as if no one could have gone down this alley before, and starts to get a little bit of attention.
Kelly, you are not all right. Maybe we should sit down for a minute.
Yeah, I think so.
Is this symbol still on the crate?
Peridot destroyed it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we're clearly on their radar now, the Black Cloaks. And they're a lot stronger than I think we realized.
Yeah, and I had this idea when those guys were summoned and everything. That what if they were using that eyeball not only to spy on us, but to control those creatures. So if we got rid of it, they would have disappeared because they couldn't see them to control them. Like someone was using some kind of like mixture of scry summoning kind of stuff.
Definitely requires a little bit more reading up on the practical uses of magic here.
Maybe I interpreted it wrong, but didn't I get the impression from checking in on it that I was watching us, not the golems?
It was watching you, but you also know that the one melted away as soon as Beardo destroyed it.
Okay.
Of the remnants of the box that Peridot destroyed, could Nayland take a piece of it that has the ink on it?
When Pero did it, the ink flowed off.
Got it. Okay.
As if it was being held by some magic itself, and then it was so heavy it couldn't hold its form and streaked down.
Do we think? What do we think they were using to track us?
Fuck, could it be these yellow gloves?
Yeah, it could. I'm not so sure these things have really come in much use for us. Maybe we should take them off.
I think that would work. I feel like it's part of the test.
You could be right.
Wait, so you're saying that this was part of the test? That they're sending things off to try to kill us on purpose?
Well, they did say a lot of people don't make it.
Why does magic have to be so complicated here?
Well, it's really not when you think about it. I mean, magic is pretty simple when you just kind of boil it down to a few constructed digits and I look around. I mean,
Nayland-
yeah, totally complicated.
Feels Kelly's head to see if she has a fever.
Helen,
Sorry, I just didn't know if you'd be overheating in there.
I mean, I'll be the first to admit this place has definitely affected me, maybe all of us.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's just completely dyed hair.
Lies.
Yeah.
Did you notice anything when you used your card magic?
Like what?
Feel off? Did it feel different in any way? Did it feel strange?
I mean, she points to Peridot, Ace, and Nayland. They all said a dude talked out of me.
What?
A man's voice came out of me.
Really? What
I
sort
guess.
of what did it sound like? Was it like a booming bass or more of a baritone?
I'm looking at the three of them. So, what do you guys think it was? More of a bass, baritone? I mean, it could have been a tenor, I guess.
It was kind of deep like this.
I don't know what any of those words mean.
Were you never a part of any musical stuff, Ace? I always kind of figured you were probably in a band at some point.
No. A little young, and I lost the chance.
Lost a chance?
I was homeless a lot. Just kind of hard to be in a band.
Well, actually, A lot of people without homes will make money on the street playing instruments.
That's fair. I made my money differently.
How did you make your money?
A lot of theft. I did some odd jobs for a while for different groups, but nothing too
Call
bad.
himself Hearts, Kelly.
What?
Call himself Hearts.
Hearts?
Yeah.
I had other aliases.
Like what?
Oh, I just different playing cards.
Playing cards?
Yeah, playing cards like
Like old maids?
Ace, Jack, Queen, King, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's
You went
that's
with-
Ace.
Well, so you went by numbers?
I mean, I tried to be a bit more. For 6, I just went by 6. I couldn't think of anything.
Yeah, like all
But
black
for for Queen, I went by Sam Queens.
Oh.
it was just
Hold on. Did you just say at one time you went by Jack?
I've been going by Jack before.
Nayland scoots away a little.
That could have been very useful information.
No wonder you didn't like the guy.
Oh no, that was different. I wasn't that bad of a guy when I went by Jack. Honestly, that was more of my pickpocketing days. The really bad stuff was never mind.
Like what?
Few hits here and there.
Hits? Oh, you mean like hits?
Like you beat people up?
Yes.
Nayland is kind of. So we've established that the Blue Rose does some timey-wimey bullshit. And now Ace is sitting here, a trickster of a man, somebody who gets hired to do jobs. Nayland wants to know if she squints, does it look like Ace older could look like Jack from Old Gods?
Okay. Let's actually I like this. So we're gonna go ahead and it could be, what do you think? Either the straight up perception or insight?
Do you mean instinct?
Yes.
Okay, I'll roll instinct. 13 with hope.
Okay. I mean, Jack didn't have blue hair.
Ace wasn't actually redheaded.
You squint really hard. You don't see it. You don't think so?
Okay. She's doing that thing where she's like closing one eye and using her thumb to cover Ace's hair in her vision, trying to like imagine him in a suit.
This looks really confused at you. But yeah, no, I just had to, people owed other people money. You just, you rough them up a little bit and get the money back. Now I feel like you guys are judging me.
Stares at him.
No, I think
Wow.
I'm going to feel
Wow.
a little sick. Sorry.
Wow, Ace, this is something totally new and revealing about you, maybe I should spend 2 hope to heal 2 hit points on us.
Do you guys want to sit down for a minute and like really try and rest up?
Nice.
Yeah.
Can we call this chatty time a short rest?
Yes, that's what I thought you were doing.
Okay, beautiful.
I
beautiful.
was. That's where my brain was. I did throw short rest into the Discord so you can look at it quickly, but you do get to pick between 2 actions: tend to wounds, clear stress, repair armor, prepare. Remember, you describe how you do each one.
Live seeing how Kelly's so beat up, comes over and starts giving you a nice back massage, helping get those muscles untense from getting smacked around and stabbed, and just starts working on some of your cuts on your back. And she is going to allow you to minus a d4. And if anybody does do the prepared action, she would offer to get prepared with them. If not, she is going to prepare herself.
Yeah, you get extra hope to prepare with another.
Yes.
So therefore-
I would like to tend wounds with Ace.
Yes, I would also help her to tend to wounds.
And while we do this, like, yeah, because I have a thing where you learn when you learn something new about somebody else or reveal something about yourself, I could spend hope and heal more. So learning all of this cool stuff about Ace's backstory.
So, are you attending to each other's wounds?
Yes.
Okay. So, what are you doing to Ace? What's Ace doing to Peridot?
So Peridot would kind of like go be a little bit of a chatterbox with like she'll be like doing some healing magic on some of Ace's cuts and stuff, and she'd be going through the entire deck of cards about like some of the different names that he's had over the years.
Amazing. Then what's Ace doing for Peridot?
For Ace, because he doesn't actually know how to like do anything like medically for Peridot, like way out of his depths. He's just making like worried sounds, honestly, as Peridot's probably just fixing up themselves.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. That's
Kind of hovering, just giving reaffirming things every once in a while.
So you get a hit point healed from in addition to whatever your healing roll is.
Oh, awesome.
And now I have no more hope. But that's okay because I heal quite a lot.
Naylin is tending to her wounds and fixing her armor, and I think she pulls out a poultice that she kind of like keeps around, something made from herbs and plants, and maybe something on Greenvolt that Zav taught her to make. And she will sit down next to Kelly, and for the elf ancestry, for every downtime, Naylin gets to take an extra downtime action, so she gets to do 3. So for her third, she will hand the poultice over to Kelly and offer to help her regain some HP. How you doing?
Oh, I'm all right. I'm just very, very, very tired. That's all.
Yeah. You took Oh, sorry. Go.
Nayland, a long time ago, we had a conversation in therapy. And we were talking about our parents. And you had said about you had mentioned your father. And I was wondering if you could, if you want, tell me a little about him.
Sure. He always kind of identified as just sort of a guy. He always felt really mundane on our ship. Everybody was sort of, either like really martially talented or magical. I mean, you kind of needed to know a little magic to steer those things, but he was just sort of, he wasn't super good at anything, but he was kind of good at everything. He always said that he was like, the best cook amongst healers, but the best healer among cooks. He had red hair, like mine. He used to read me stories. He used to fish off the side of the ship. And I used to watch him just kind of work. Well, I don't know. What did you want to know?
I guess I just was curious. You don't talk a lot about your family, and I don't know, after so long traveling as a group here, as we were talking to Ace, and you should share more about where you come from.
Okay. Is Kelly wearing her glasses?
Yeah, she's wearing those.
Nayland pushes them up further on your face. He wore glasses, like you.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, no, just it's interesting.
He is, I think, the closest thing to a hero that I know. And I mean, there were a few months there where I had glasses. I think I was trying to be a little bit more like him.
Yeah, I know I know that feeling. I guess I was just curious, and because I didn't ask those questions a while back, and I was just thinking about it, and I'm glad I asked now.
You've been doing an awful lot of thinking lately.
Yeah, yeah, of course. I find it really just interesting. There's so many interesting things here, so many unknowns, and it's nice to not have all the answers and to just try to figure out what exactly is missing. Kind of like with lies and I just earlier when you all did the seance, I thought about joining, but then there was this voice in my head that for some reason thought it was a bunch of spiritual mumbo jumbo. And I don't know where that thought came, but I get comfort from just the knowledge of magic here.
I know that me and the others have kind of been ragging on you a bit for how different you are here. But I mean, since the very beginning, you've always looked your best when you're in your element, whether it was feeling strong or being influential with people. I guess I'm just saying it's cool that you've found another groove, and don't feel like you have to keep it secret just because we're making fun of you. We shouldn't be.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I think I'm on the verge of finding something very important here, and when I know more, I'll be happy to share. I just don't want to get people's hopes up, and you know. Anyway, I should probably lay down for a few minutes.
Yeah, totally. I'll stop bothering you. Okay, have a good nap.
An above table, I would. I'm struggling a little bit because I really feel like I'm getting sick right now, so I'm gonna just kind of stay in the background for the rest of the session if that's cool with everybody. Just listening.
You did just mute yourself, Matt, instead of unmuting yourself.
Oh, good. Perfect. All right. And I think it's all the actions. Anything else? What would you like to do from here?
I do have a thought, but I did just do a whole lot of talking. So if anybody else wants to do something, feel free. But otherwise, I do have something to do.
I'm all ears.
I'm also all ears.
The thing that I stole from one of the robed creatures, what was it?
Looking at it, you see it appears to be, it's a black metal circle, and it's like a ring, basically, black metal ring. And as you kind of turn it, empty in the center, but as you just sort of move your hand left and right, it's just the right angle. It appears that the center is solid onyx.
Do you guys know what this is? I don't even know. I took it from one of the goons.
Does it look familiar?
isn't magical.
Do you just get to know?
Yes, I actually do. You can sense the presence of magical people and objects.
Perfect. I love it. You kind of send out. Yeah, it does appear to have magical properties.
It seems a little magical, Nayland. You should try wearing it.
Oh, it's like a ring for a finger?
So it's a larger metal ring.
Gotcha. As it's in Nayland's hand, she does actually kind of, just sort of as she's breathing, gets kind of a, like a whiff. And she leans down. And when she looks up, her eyes are super dilated. And I have my new subclass that I switched after no longer having the wolf is Wayfinder. And if I carry an object that has been somewhere, I can identify the shortest, most direct path to the destination. And that just happens.
Oh, nice.
So she sniffs it. Whatever it is, I think I know where it came from.
Did you just smell that like a dog?
Shut up! She shoves Ace. And then she puts her tongue back in her mouth because it started hanging out.
Either is that it does sound like a pretty good plan. Or at least lead.
All right. You get a sense, and it's up to you if you want to head towards where you think the trolley house is, or do you want to try to track this?
What do you guys think? It's 2 places to check out.
Let's do it.
Is it the same direction that we were heading in the lighthouse and where this thing seems to have come from?
I mean, initially, right now, it seems to be because you just went down an alley.
Got it.
So if you're trying to sense that, it does seem to be that direction.
I mean, we know the lighthouse isn't going anywhere, but we don't know where whoever sent those people after us.
Yeah, come to think of it, I mean, the black-robed mages are just mages. These may not even be the same black-robed mages that stole the heart. Maybe these are the assassins sent by the mage exam people.
Exactly. Or maybe there are people that saw Ace with a bunch of money earlier paying some lady and they're like, hey, maybe we'll follow them and try to steal their money. Who knows? I like your idea better, Nayland, though. It's probably the mages that tried to assassinate us.
Wait, how much money did you give this lady?
Like a bag plus a handful, I think.
I wasn't gonna use any of it anyways.
You wonder why you have to steal money and steal things.
Yeah, I mean, just happens to be that I'm financially irresponsible.
Well, no point of hanging around. Let's track this collar thing.
Okay, so. All right, so you have sniffed this little metal ring of things and are trying to follow it. And as you all go down the alley, we will end for tonight.